Hello, and welcome back to my channel. And I'm happy to see you, and I hope you enjoy my session today. But before I go on, I want to remind you to please like and share my videos, subscribe, and leave me comments or email me any questions you might have at my email address, which is listed below. So today I want to talk about Reiki, what it is, why it works, and connect it with the whole energetic thought process. So it's kind of a two-part, one-part video. So pretty much a lot of people ask me why Reiki works or what actually is it. And they don't understand how it works, why it works, and how I can send it to anybody, anywhere in the world. And I can send it off the world. I can send it to the ocean. I can send it anywhere I want to. And you will pick it up. Now, when I do a long distance Reiki session, I make an appointment because this way you're aware of it and you're accepting it also. So, as I move on here, I want to remind you, if you don't know this, or if you forgot, if you don't understand, we are only energy. That's what we are. We appear in a body form temporarily to fulfill a purpose. Go to school, and not your regular school, the life school. We chose to come here knowing that we are always guided, always protected, and always get whatever we ask for. Now, some of you don't even understand that concept. Some of you are like me. When I came to this planet, I questioned everything. I never just accepted what people told me, because a lot of things that people told me didn't make sense. And so I personally would ask myself, I don't get this. I don't know what this means. And when I started doing that, I just started getting information. Because why did I get that information? Because I'm asking, not really myself, but I'm asking my guides who are with me at all times. We all have guides. You have a guide. We have a master guide. So everything in life is simple. You don't realize it's simple because everything you have followed, believed, and trusted is erroneous. And you have trust issues, fear issues. And it's really not your fault because life has been about that only. And now is the time, people, to change and release all of this stuff that is in your head that is negative. Anything and everything that is negative is not reality. So anyway, because you're energy and I'm energy, I can send Reiki energy to you. Now, as a Reiki practitioner, I was assigned symbols, and a Reiki master is the teacher who knows how to obviously administer Reiki, but has taken an extra course on being the teacher of Reiki and assigning symbols. Just to give you an idea, when I was assigned my symbols to do Reiki worldwide, my teacher had told me that most people that do Reiki, their energy is very low in the beginning, and it increases. But my energy was already out off the chart. And the reason for that is because healing is not new for me. Healing is what I've done in thousands of lifetimes. When my soul was inhabited in other bodies, I was a healer. So this is why my healing abilities are so natural for me, and why my energy is very strong and powerful. And you pick it up just by listening to my video. I walk around during the daytime. I walk into the forest and I share my Reiki energy in the forest with the squirrels, with the trees, with all the insects, all the nature spirits. And I ask for theirs too, and we do an exchange. Now, this is considered alternative healing. It's kind of a joke to me because really, when we were put on this planet, God created this planet for us to have enough water, enough land, and everything that we need. And if we had issues of some kind, there's berries, there's herbs that grow on our land, including marijuana, which is for us. It's our natural healing, not pharmaceuticals that have been made in a laboratory. So let me explain what I can do with Reiki. I practiced it on my friends. And in the beginning, I didn't really and truly understand myself how it worked. So one time, I went into a nightclub where a lot of my friends were, and this guy that I know was pretty drunk. And, we were just friends, and I wanted, to dance because I like music. And he said, well, don't you see, my foot is full of gout. I could barely stand on my foot. So I said, okay, well, let me practice on giving you Reiki. Now, number one, I'm in a bar. Number two, there's music playing. It's very loud. Number three, he's sitting in a chair drinking an alcoholic beverage, and he's already pretty drunk. And I'm giving him Reiki. And I'm wondering to myself, does it work this way? Because, like I said, it was new for me. And bam, I gave him 5 minutes on his foot that he couldn't stand on. And because he said he had gout, I think I said that. Anyway, he got up after 5 minutes and danced the whole evening and came up to me and said, I don't know what you did, but I have no more pain in my foot. And I'm bringing this up because you don't have to do Reiki to get the energetic healing from the universe, because that's where my point is going. First of all, I want you to understand how Reiki works, because Reiki is energy. And when I was assigned my symbols, my master teacher told me that the guides came and said, whoa, 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 whoa. You're not giving her those symbols. You're giving her these symbols. And they had special symbols for me. And I never understood why they had these special symbols for me. But long story short, my Reiki is not just for the people, like an individual thing where I have an office in my house and people come and go on appointments and I charge them money. That's not really what my Reiki is about. My Reiki is about healing the land and all the people at one particular time. And so this is why every day I send Reiki to the whole world, to all the people who are suffering, all the people who are feeling sad, all the people who are feeling unloved, all the people who are in pain. I send it to the ocean. I send it to the land, to nature, to all the animals in the ocean, to everything and everybody, because we're all connected. I'm connected to you. You're connected to me. You can pick up my energy. I can pick up your energy, because we're nothing else but energy. And through Reiki, I have learned even more so about my past and how I've picked up thoughts, energy, how I ask for things, receive, because we can have whatever we want. It's energy. You don't have to say anything out loud, because I've done it all. I've done it silently, I've done it loudly, and everything works. I mean, I wasn't really testing the bar. I just wanted to help this guy see if my Reiki would work. And it did, even in that situation. When I moved to Oregon, I did Reiki in a clinic. I volunteered twice a month to all the people that were getting their chemo treatment. They come in and they leave. So I was at this hospital, and that was another thought I had, because I'm still new at Reiki. I thought, well, if I'm in a room and all these people are in here, how does that work? And, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter who you're with. It doesn't matter if there's noise, if there's a lot of people, if there's no people, if your eyes are open, if your eyes are closed. It doesn't matter, because energy is all this planet is made of. All the star beings, all the aliens, all the non-speaking, non-verbal people are full of energy. And we can talk to animals. I do. Talk to the trees, the birds, the flowers. You can talk to whatever and whoever you want to. You can ask your guides for anything that you want. You don't have to see them. You just know that they're there, that they exist. They are energy. You are energy. You've even spent time with them. We just don't remember at this point in time, but we will. And in the future, planet Earth isn't even going to be recognizable to any of you. But I'm not getting into that. And everything's positive. So it's your focus. If you focus on negative thoughts, you draw in every single person, even all the animals that are negative or depressed. You draw it to you. Because energy, I'm going to say this 100 times. If you feel, you woke up and you're just so happy and you're so full of love, you feel good, you feel positive, you see the beauty around you, then you attract more of that. Because then your energy is picking up everybody else who is in that mindset, who is happy, who's positive. You pick that up. Maybe there are days that you feel that way and you notice that more and more you feel more of that energy. And there might be other days that you aren't happy, or you are depressed, or you've heard something you didn't like and you got angry or whatever. But all of that is energy. And your thoughts are energy. And you hear something, you should not ever get angry. You need to process it, analyze it, understand it. And most of the time, when people are upset or angry, it has to do with their own issue or their own problem. But regardless, you pick it up. So you can pick up negative and you can pick up positive. And this is how you go through your life, attracting whatever it is that you want. But you don't do it because you have trust issues, you have fear issues. And it makes sense because instead of being the analytical, I don't believe everything I hear person like I am, you've been maybe the person who follows a lot of things. Or maybe you've been raised in a really bad situation and you just got all caught up in that negative environment. And you had to experience it anyway because you chose to experience for whatever reason you chose it. But you can manifest everything because it's energy. You are gifted, you are powerful, and this is why I will tell you over and over again to watch your thoughts. Now, this is something that helps you feel relaxed. Reiki energy creates relaxation. It's healing energy. And if you think about it, when you were a child and you were maybe roller skating and you fell on your knee and you skinned it, yeah, it hurt. Yes, you cried. But what did you do? You took your hand and you stuck it on your knee. And you were giving yourself Reiki. That's what you were doing. It's natural. Alternative healing works. Now, through my situations, I've learned that you can heal yourself with your thoughts. You can harm yourself with your thoughts because your thoughts are energy. And I'm driving this home because that's how powerful your words are. Now, yesterday is not the only day I've done this, but you can heal yourself. Now, if you are feeling sick or if you have pain, I can give you Reiki and help you with it. Help it flow through your body. It helps your body heal naturally because it's positive healing energy. And I do want to make sure that you understand that nobody on this planet is better than you. And nobody on this planet has any more power than you. And that's nobody. And you have the power to heal yourself like I have the power to heal myself. And the reason for this is because you're nothing. Really, you're nothing. You're just energy, you're learning, and you're nothing because you're everything. And all the stuff comes from off this planet. All the Reiki energy is connected to my healing guide masters. It comes through me. So for instance, and this goes with massage or any kind of touch therapy, it passes on to you. Your clothes are energy. Your jewelry carries energy. Your necklace, your watch, your earrings, every single thing you wear carries your energy. So when you buy clothes that were handmade, and if it was made by someone who's upset, you won't even like the feeling when you put the outfit on or the sweater or whatever, because it's energy. So my point is that is all that's in existence. And if you got a treatment from a Reiki person who was not open, who was not enlightened, who is a miserable, depressed person and just took Reiki because they were wanting to do it for a business, whatever, then they pass on that negative energy to you and it won't help you and it won't make you feel good. Now, it's the same thing with massage. I had moved out of state a couple of times, and I've moved around different cities a lot of times. And anyway, I've always looked for, a massage therapist. But one time, I went through Groupon. I got a massage person. It was cheap to see if I would like this person. And after I left, I felt miserable. I was in so much pain that I didn't even feel before I went there. And this person was an extremely negative person. And the reason why I know that is because I was telling her about how I do Reiki and how everything is love and wisdom. And she was like, "Arr." So I really didn't notice or know, even at that time, how it's transferred to you. So then it made sense that I picked up her negative energy and it affected my body. And then I had to heal myself. And then I had to call my angels and my guides to send their healing energy to me also to get rid of it. And this goes with everything. Now, if you have an operation, if you're set to have an operation, you can energetically set it up to work in your favor without fearing it, without asking people. You work out everything with your guides. Everything with your guides. They will set it up. And when something happens, like you might have something scheduled to have, some surgery or whatever, some procedure of some kind of medical procedure, and it was canceled, and you get all mad. And you get mad and you get angry without even understanding that you're being protected. There's a reason for everything. Every single thing happens for a reason, and it's never bad. It's always in your favor. The doctor maybe wasn't a good doctor. The person that would give you the best treatment is going to show up. And I tell you, this has happened to me. Every single thing, every weird thing you can imagine has been my experience. This experience is just absolutely amazing, and I do have to share it with you. And it's still about energy, not necessarily Reiki. But I was working out one day at the gym in a military gym. This was years ago. And there was a man I noticed sitting in a chair, and he did not look well. He was an old man, and he didn't look well. And all of a sudden, I got a vision of him in a hospital gown, and he was sick. And then all of a sudden, my body just shook, and I'm like, that's going to be you. Like, I'm going to be in the hospital. I'm going to have something happen to me. And it was like, whoa. Well, it did happen the next day. Actually, I ended up in the hospital. But this is the story of it. I had this hernia that's called a Spigelian hernia. That's only 2% of the population have it. So one day, it attacked me. And it was like someone took a knife and stabbed me and moved it all around my intestines. It was that painful. I was doubled over. I was at work. And, I had to go straight to the hospital. So I had an MRI. And I think it was, no, I didn't have an MRI. I had a CAT scan. I always get those two confused. I had a CAT scan. I had to drink this stuff, where it pictures your body or whatever. And I had this CAT scan, and they look and they tell me they can't find anything wrong with me. So they tell me, oh, you must be constipated. And give me morphine for pain. Send me home. Well, this happened for 2 straight years. It got to the point where every time I went to the hospital, I got another CAT scan. They didn't see anything. And so it got to the point where I just give me morphine. Don't give me a CAT scan. I don't know what this issue is. Everyone just gives me morphine. For some reason, it gets rid of the pain, and then it'll come back, because it always does. And so that's what they were doing. But anyway, when I was at the gym that one day and I saw that man and I knew that I was going to be in the hospital, I went to the hospital. I went to the emergency room. And at this time now, I'm not even married anymore. I'm divorced. I'm by myself. I have no family. And I literally crawled on my hands and knees to my neighbor, begging him to take me to the hospital. I'm not into ambulances, as you can see. Anyway, I told them, just give me morphine. And they wouldn't give me morphine. This time they said no. They gave me a CAT scan, and this person was able to see my hernia for the first time after 2 years of suffering. And it was suffering because I was perfectly fine, just like I am now. And then I could just be in my car and get an attack. One time I had to drive 3 hours to get home in, this pain. So long story short, they rushed me over to the hospital and they said, tonight you're having an operation. So it was going to be an emergency surgery. Well, by the time they got all the stuff together, by the time they called the hospital, by the time the ambulance got me and took me over to this hospital to have a surgery, I had no pain. And guess what? This doctor who's supposed to meet me there to perform this emergency surgery never showed up. So I wake up the next morning. I'm perfectly fine. That doctor shows up. He's some young guy, arrogant as hell, slaps his business card, I've never seen that before, on me on my bed and says, if you ever need anything, give me a call. So I said, I'm out of here. And I accepted and I happened to have a doctor appointment that day, which you see, if you're not noticing it, there's a trail here, and this trail is leading me down the path where I need to be. So I'm not getting mad about any of the stuff that's happening, because I know that there's a higher power always guiding me, always guiding you. Be aware of these things. So, I say, well, I'm out of here. And they said, no, you have to be discharged. I go, no, you know what? I watch General Hospital every day. People who don't want to be in the hospital, they just leave. That's what I'm doing. You have 30 minutes to get me out of here or I'm leaving. You don't own me. You can't keep me here. I'm gone. So they rushed around and finally got me discharged in 30 minutes because I wasn't staying. And I went to my doctor appointment, told my doctor, she looked at the report, and she set me up with a doctor who she said was great with this kind of thing, and he's been doing this for years, and blah, 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 blah. And I got an appointment the next day. Well, would you believe that the doctor who was at the hospital, who slapped his little business card on me, worked in his office? He was a trainee. And arrogant, like I said, as hell. And he saw me in that doctor's office, and oh my God, was he pissed off that I was talking to some other doctor. How dare I? And I'll tell you why I know this. Because I had the surgery, and the doctor told me before my surgery, he said, you know what? You're lucky you did not have emergency surgery. If you had emergency surgery, you'd have been cut open, you'd have been in a lot of pain, you would have been out of commission for weeks on end, and it would take you a long, long time to heal. But this way, you come in at a specific time. I can do it through laparoscopically, which is like through your belly button, and in 3 days, you'll be fine. And so, and then you go home the same day. And so that's how it was. That's what happened. And when I went back to see him, he said, oh my God, Maxine, I took a picture of your hernia. It looked like an alien, which makes sense to me because I am alien. He said, but I've never seen anything like it before. And he said, this thing was wrapped around your intestines. It could have killed you. And he goes, "Did you see the picture?" And I said, "No, why don't you show it to me?" So guess who took the picture? The doctor who came to the hospital and slapped his little business card on me and told me to give him a call if I ever thought I needed him. So he took the photo that he showed the doctor and he ripped it up and tore it to pieces and trashed it. So I never got to see the photo. That's why I know that he's not or will ever be a good doctor. And there are a lot of those people around. So when you have things happening, you ask. Things will be changed to your advantage. Everything is for your advantage. Everything that gets stopped, everything that gets changed, everything like that is energetically happening. It's energy. Now, when I was going through a speech therapy, I'm not a full-blown speech therapist. I'm a speech therapy assistant, which actually is the better part of the job because you just get to help kids, or adults deal with their speech impediments and heal them. And I did it all energetically and all intuitively and always knew exactly what to tell people because I'm always guided, and so are you. You want to tap into your guidance and you want to follow it. So you can start out in baby steps, but I skipped over my point like I always do. So I'll get back to that. I was in the hospital doing what they call practicum before I was licensed to be a speech therapy assistant. And I was in a hospital that was mainly Spanish speaking, and also all the patients were Spanish and all the doctors spoke Spanish and everybody spoke Spanish, but I didn't. I was observing. And this man had a stroke. And I'm sitting there in the chair watching because the speech therapist is showing me how to heal people or give them speech therapy, with stroke patients, because what happens is your esophagus can get paralyzed. And then when you eat and you swallow, the food goes in your stomach instead of through the channel it's supposed to go through. And so, as a speech therapist, you work on that if you work in that situation. And there was an angel with wings, dressed as a nurse, but not on this planet, sitting behind this man, going like this on his throat. But she was behind him. Now, the speech therapist is standing here. I'm sitting across in a chair, and I have all the visions of being psychic or whatever, because I see, I hear, I smell it, all of it. I've got it all. And so here's this angel doing this, and I'm looking around. No one sees her because most of you don't have this kind of vision like I do. Of course, I didn't say anything because, there you go, Maxine, she's a weirdo. But what's my point? The therapist is going, yes, you're getting better, you're getting better. Who is helping her? Yes, the therapist was helping, him, but the angel was doing it. I know you've seen pictures of, car accidents where they show angels at the scene. That's just how it is. There's nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. And understand energy. Understand your thoughts. Understand the power. And I was going back on a point. I know I should have wrote it down. But this is all intertwined with why Reiki works, why it's good to have Reiki, and how to start following your gut and your intuition. you see, first you have to release all the negative programming. You have to release and not pay any attention to anything that's supposed to be good for you, like sunscreen. Even something that simple, fluoride, whatever, none of it is good for you. It's all part of not helping your body in a positive way, because that's how it's been here. But that's not how it is anymore. So enjoy your life. If you're stressed out and you need guidance, that's what I'm here for. I'm an emotional healer. So I can psychically connect with your emotions through my guides. Who do you think tells me all the information? Energetically, they tell me what you are upset about emotionally. And that's how I help you. I prefer doing Reiki and emotional healing together because my strong gift is emotional healing. But I'm also a strong Reiki healer because my masters who use me, I'm just a channel. I'm a channel for this information. I channel my videos to you. I channel my poetry. I hope you listen to my poetry. It's so healing and so full of messages from my guides. I channel all of it. I channel the sessions. I didn't even know most of the time that I was channeling them until I was doing a lot of Reiki with clients when I had my own space. I just don't have my own space. I wish I did, but I don't. But I can do it mobile and I can do it long distance, and I prefer doing it long distance. If you live out of the country, I can do it long distance, and we can talk through Skype, and I can do the emotional by really it's counseling, connecting to what your issue is and knowing how to guide you on your path to healing your emotions. And then on top of it, healing your body, aligning your chakras. Your chakras are energy centers that are in your body that are mostly closed up because you fear things, you're closed-minded, you don't speak your truth, so you close all your chakras up. And then energy doesn't flow freely through your body. And so when you get Reiki, I open up all your chakras, and then energy flows freely through your body, and it's healing energy, and it helps your body heal. So this is why it's important to do all these things that I suggest. To be positive, to only think positive, to don't look outside of yourself for anything. Everything is here in you. Your guides, your attention, your connection is you and energy, you and nature spirit energy, you and God energy, you and your guidance energy, you and archangel energy. All of it is here, always has been. But I'm here to help you awaken to these truths, to these gifts that are right at your feet. You talk, I think last week I showed you how to connect with your higher self. Your higher self sees and knows everything, has been with you since the day you were created, knows your body, knows what's best for your body, knows what's best to put in your body. It's all energy. It's all it is. That's all we are. You don't need plastic surgery. You can energetically change your body, energetically change your skin, energetically do anything you want. energetically manifest money, manifest anything you want. Now, yesterday, you know how you can walk? I walked for an hour and a half down at the ocean yesterday. And, you know, sometimes you feel fine or whatever, and you're walking, and all of a sudden you get this pain, and maybe in your foot or your toe or your knee, and you're like, oh my God, where'd that come from? Well, guess what? You don't have to know Reiki to get rid of the pain. So this is what I do. Because yesterday it happened to me. I had pain in my ankle. I could barely walk all of a sudden. I'm like probably 2 miles from my car. And what did most of you do? Oh, I'm getting old. Oh, I'm getting old. Negative. Why do you say, oh, I'm getting old? Because that's how you've been indoctrinated to believe. Isn't it? Age means something, means nothing. All the things that we've been taught is not true. It only harms you. So no, you're not getting old, but you will get old if you say you are. That's it. So I say, I'm not human. I am only energy. And I call on Archangel Raphael because he's the healing angel. And he heals with emerald green light. So I visualize emerald green light and I say, I have no pain. Pain is not real. Please take away the temporary pain that I'm feeling in my ankle. Archangel Raphael, send your emerald green healing light to my ankle and release it. And gone. It's gone. Try it. Utilize the gifts that I tell you, the powers that you have, the information that you need that's right here, not outside of yourself. People are not outside of you. You don't point fingers at nobody outside of you because they're just a reflection of you. They're just your mirror. That's all they are. So don't blame people for things. Don't blame the president and blame. Because it's all being taken care of right now as we speak. And it's all being taken care of by outside energetic forces that are all about love, peace, harmony, light, healing. You are never alone. Now, one other example. I know my twin is not on the planet. And all I have to do is ask him to send me his energy, pick it up. Now, one time I was having a simple medical procedure. I hate being put under. I hate it. And it stresses me out. So before they come to give me the anesthetic that'll put me out, I call on my twin, who I don't even know what he looks like. But I've called on him and I say, I know his name because I asked and he tells me. That's all you have to do. Ask anything. It comes here, go with it, trust it, believe it. So I said, please come and wrap me with your energy because I don't want to be stressed out before my surgery, and protect me and guide the surgeon. And that energy that I could feel it all over my body. I started seeing like purple lights and bam, I was out, and the next minute I was up. I was awake. It's done, over, finished, and I was fine. So anyway, I really, truly want you to understand Reiki, understand energy, understand healing, understand everything about it. You know, you've always felt protected, some of you, by your mom and your dad. Well, guess what? There's issues, there's problems with your family. So you're still always guided and always protected by your family that's not on the planet because they're energy, by past life children that you've had that you don't remember that are not on the planet but know you, by your angels, by your guides, by archangels, God creator source energy. You could call on God energy, not God, the person, and think it's someone who's going to judge you, who's going to punish you. No, lie, lie, lie. All of that's a lie too. So utilize your strength, utilize your powers, and practice, practice, practice. It takes practice because it's new for you. So love yourself, take your baby steps. It will all become natural and easy and simple once you do this every day and anytime you think about it. And if a negative thought comes, or if some old response comes and you respond to it, it's okay as long as you remember right away, oh, no, 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 I don't put that out. Because the universe is all about love. There's nothing negative. And so if you say negative things, you create the negativity to you because the universe doesn't know the difference. Believe me, I love you. I'm here for you. That's why I'm here, to open your eyes, to remind you who you are, to shake you up, and to help yourself. Thank you for coming.